Yeah.
Yeah.
You are now tuned in to the Rockets round robin. Let's rock. We got a hell of a show lined up for y'all right quick. Yeah, we finna run down a few things, man. Before we even get to the preview, we got some breaking news with a trade in the NBA. Um, the Milwaukee Bucks just finished cleaning up the Atlanta Hawks in their knockout game here in the NBA Cup for the East.
Yep.
But 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 yeah, man, it's your man's AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter at AK Infinity _ VVS. Also at the Rockets Propaganda Channel on YouTube. I got my man AP with me. What's good with it?
That's good with it. Make sure you follow all of us here on the round robin. All our tags are on the bottom, and then make sure you follow Clutch City Connect. It's the semifinals tonight. We're going against OKC. Let's get it done, fellas.
Yeah, man. Real quick though, man. Let's kind of cook on this Dennis Schroeder trade over there to the Warriors. So the the trade looked like it's Dennis Schroeder and 3 second rounders. Oh, no, sorry. It's what's this full name? DeAnthony Melton and 3 second rounders to the Brooklyn Nets for Dennis Schroeder. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's a hell of a deal because I thought
That's a
Dennis Schroeder would
good
be worth more
deal.
than that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good deal for them.
Yeah, that's a
Usually
really
I
good.
don't say good things about the Warriors, but that was a
Yeah,
good deal.
yeah, but just keeping it a bean, I think it's a hell of a deal for them, man. Gives them a really feels a position of need for them, man. They needed a change of pace guard over there too, just kind of same as we did. I would have loved to have Dennis Schroeder back here with the Houston Rockets, but yeah, I think the Warriors really people are not gonna look at it like it's gonna be that big of a difference, but I completely disagree, man. They thrive when they have more guys who can pass the ball and excuse me, and play with pace
Yeah.
and play with and most importantly, the more guys you have over there that can set up Steph, the better for them. Because now you got to worry about more than just Draymond feeding Steph. Now it's gonna be Schroeder over there feeding Steph, and he can play defense too. By the way, you know what I'm saying. And obviously he can run point. He can score. He's not that bad of a shooter. He can knock it down from behind the arc. Um, yeah, bro. He gonna provide a boon to their offense, bro, which is the one thing that they really needed. Um, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how he impacts their game, and then also, Steph is kind of in and out of the lineup. They'll be able to hold the fort, and
Yeah.
when them games where Steph ain't, in the game ain't playing, or game times when Steph is, just laid back, or when he go to the bench to go sit down, they got an adequate backup, more than adequate backup for him now. So people forget Dennis Schroeder was an all-star before.
Right.
People forget that. So yeah, man, what's your initial thoughts on that trade, man?
Yeah, this is a move I wish the Rockets would have did, but it's a good trade. Really good trade for them.
Yeah.
Hope it
Just
pans out.
as a basketball fan, it's a good trade that makes sense for them.
Yeah.
But as a Rockets fan and as a Warriors hater, man, screw them, dog. I hope they end up worse for that trade. I hope Dennis Schroeder can't shoot nothing from behind the 3-point line. I hope he can't guard nobody. I hope he get into it with Draymond. I hope Draymond end up doing the Jordan Poole to him. What up, Clips? Oh, Santa Clips. Oh,
let's go.
It's Santa Clips. Santa Clips Gorman. Yeah. What's happening with you, bro?
Good, fellas. How y'all doing tonight?
Doing all right, man. Doing all right, man. We was just touching on this Dennis Schroeder trade to the Warriors, man. What's your initial thoughts on that?
I'll be honest with you. I don't love it for either side.
Really?
Yeah, not one bit. With the Warriors, you gave away, I believe Melton's making $12.9 this year. You gave away a lot of expiring salary. So if you're going to go get anybody, with a big name such as Butler or anything, you're going to have to include Wiggins. You're going to have to start including names like Gary Payton, Looney. And I don't think they're prepared to do that. So I think it kind of handcuffs them a little bit on where they're able to get salary-wise and still kind of keep some of that depth. So on the Warriors side, Dennis Schroeder's great. I'm just not sure that when you're on a winning basketball team, how much Dennis Schroeder is going to provide, especially when you kind of need Curry with the ball in his hands late in games. And I don't trust his defense. So I wouldn't assume that, he's going to really be closing games, especially over guys like Buddy Hield, the guys that can knock down shots and play defense. So I'm not sure that Golden State's really going to get that much of a boost with it. It sounds like the same old Kerr stuff nowadays. It seems like he's just having all these bench players play 15 a game, and it's not allowing anybody to get any kind of rhythm.
Okay, I didn't look at it like that initially. When you put it in those terms, I guess I can kind of see why you would say, the Warriors, it kind of don't make sense for them. But let's say you are going to go and get Butler. Wiggins was going to be out anyway.
Right. But now, with that 12-9, that really does make you have to include, one of Looney or, Kyle Anderson, Peyton, those guys. And I just don't think they're willing to do that right now.
They can get rid of Kyle Anderson. I don't think he'd.
Well, I mean,
yeah. And Peyton, because Butler feels really the Wiggins and Peyton role anyway. Playing defense and scoring. Yeah, sure. There goes your depth, but how much of that depth are you going to use in the playoffs anyway? Yeah,
really. Like I said, I agree with you to a degree. I just think that if you're going to do something like that, you could use that contract, and then now that you got to
that part.
If you're going for Butler now, I agree with you, but now you got another ball
Butler anyway, though. Yeah,
right.
I don't think that. Yeah,
maybe. But that really
think this was more.
Go ahead.
The deal to me, I think, is more to protect Steph.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's another guy who can get him the rock, number one, and he's a buffer for whenever Steph is out, because Steph has kind of been in and out of the lineup this season with the I believe it's a knee, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's a knee. So, and he's Dennis Schroeder. He'll play up and down. He'll play fast. He's a change of pace guard, something that I think is more of a need for them right now than even getting a Jimmy Butler, another perimeter scorer like that. And besides, Jimmy is as good as Jimmy is. I don't know how much he fits that Warriors offense. To be honest, I don't even think that's a good fit. I don't even think they would try to go after him.
That he'd fit that Wiggins role, I think, a little bit.
So he's just going to be
upgrade in that area. I mean, just go get a bucket late in the shot clock, stuff like that. So when their actions,
I can see that. I can see that too. So I guess there's pros and cons, obviously. But I'm hoping that it's the worst because I hate the Warriors. How about that?
It's another shot. How much do you trust him over Buddy Hield? And to taking shots, to taking threes, especially like in their offense. It seemed like that was working good. And I think you're starting to add things that'll be tough. It's tough to kind of like integral parts of your lineup all of a sudden. It's just seeming a little different. So. I mean, maybe Kirk can figure it out. 3 seconds, that ain't nothing. But your expiring contracts to me kind of seem, you kind of want to hold on to those, especially if you want to go get somebody, if you have any kind of injuries or anything like that. I guess you're kind of just locking yourself in to most of what you got. So,
right.
Works. What do you think about
what the Pacers did for Thomas Bryant? Because they got him from the Heat,
right, for nothing.
Yeah, they needed a backup center. So, because that Furphy kid, I think he got potential, but I don't think he's ready.
Well, that Jarris Walker from Houston, he's there, and I mean, he's a big body. He's
a big body. He's more like a Paul Millsap. I don't think they want him playing backup center though.
But he plays outside, and
he plays outside. Thomas Bryant does too a little bit, but he makes his bread and butter on the inside. But we'll see. We'll see how that look. I forgot about their trade too. We could have talked about that a little bit earlier too. But that's very.
And Paul Reed just got released from the Pistons.
Yeah, Paul Reed just got released. I wouldn't mind him at all. Honestly, I think in the minutes that he would get behind Şengün, I think he would be more useful than Adams and Jock. I think Paul Reed is out. He's a good backup.
That's $24 million you got pretty much expiring in the that you can do something with. Maybe go get a shooter.
Yeah. So that's why I think that's another thing too. Like we hanging on to Adams and Jock because those guys really are salary, but right now they're just gonna play a role for now.
Well, we can't forget that, Adams, that's what Adams really ended up being. Whenever who was it that we traded Adams for? Somebody that was hurt. Oladipo.
I think it was Oladipo.
It was somebody that was going to fall off the books. Stone always likes to get somebody, back on an expiring deal. And that was pretty much the idea behind getting Adams was to get somebody that maybe couldn't help in the rotation. But for the most part, like 12 and
that was Victor Oladipo and 3 second-round picks for Steven Adams.
Right.
Yeah. We can revisit that as we get closer to the trade deadline. We'll probably do a trade deadline show and kind of go over what the possibilities are for our team and what possible targets are. Y'all know I'm not the biggest trade guy. Every freaking 5 minutes. Every quarter is somebody in the family. Trade this guy. No, keep this guy. No, trade this guy. Good Lord.
This is around the time the trade eligibility starts and contracts and stuff. So now you're going to start hearing a lot of people start putting people on the block. And
the next 2
and there's going to be guys on the block. There's guys on the block that we don't know is on the block. There's always the surprise trade all the time. Happens all the time.
Yeah, because Will was like, Brandon was like, well, if they got that for Dennis Schroeder, what could the Rockets get for Cam Johnson out of that deal?
Yeah. He low-key could be a target, but who's out? That's the question. Somebody got to go because he plays. Are we giving up on Cam Whitmore early?
Mm-hmm.
That's a big question. Do we want to give up on Cam Whitmore early? I don't.
I'm just not willing to.
I don't. The kid is freaking 20.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll give him at least
another
year. Be
what Cam Johnson is and more,
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I want to kind of answer this question right quick. Why do you want 30-plus-year-old players to this team? I'll give you why. There's a certain specific scenario in which I'm good with that. I don't want 30-year-old players just coming and swapping them out for my young guys. Right. Dennis Schroeder's not coming here to be a superstar and take shine away from anybody. He's coming to add something to the team. He's coming to play a position of need, which is something which a backup point guard, a change of pace guard. Reed Shepherd isn't ready to be that quite yet, but we need a change of pace guard badly. Somebody who's going to come in and complement the bench. The bench wants to play fast. They don't have a point guard to enable them to do that more often than they do. They do enough on their own, but imagine how much better we can be net with a true backup point guard who's going to come in and dictate pace against a second unit. And sometimes when Fred VanVleet is on his great terrorist attack, trying to challenge TSA at the airport, when Fred is on that mode, we need somebody to come in and calm him down, because there's nobody to calm down Fred right now. Nobody. I love you, Fred, but sometimes you be wearing a turban. Sometimes.
Yeah, Fred. Yeah.
I love you though, Fred. Really, really, really love Fred. Let's see. Go ahead.
How do we feel about the return that the Nets got? I mean, would you take this early in the trade deadline 3 seconds for Schroeder, or would you want Melton expiring? So
I would have wanted a first, but second rounders are becoming way more valuable than we thought. So
in bulk,
they probably could parlay those 3 into a first.
Maybe. Well, my question is, why would you take it so early? Yeah, I'd take 3 seconds, the last second of the deadline to try to gather the expirings. But, as far as Schroeder is concerned, if you're worried about him winning, helping y'all win games, play him 10 minutes. Play him as the backup point guard, do stuff like that to keep his value somewhat there. But then are still losing games down in crunch. So I would have liked to hold on to him. I mean, you still got 2 months until the deadline. I would like to hold on to him, and maybe somebody does come and offer you a first. Act like there's a bidding war. I mean, they're great at their PR to making these fake trades and who they're going to get and not get. And I just feel like you could have got more than those seconds for Schroeder, especially now you're kind of setting a bar at pretty easy. I mean, if Schroeder's been playing good for you and you want a good backup point guard, and you want Schroeder, 3 seconds. Now, what did that mean for Cam Johnson? What does that mean for, who else do they got?
Cam Thomas.
Cam Thomas.
I think they're probably going to try to run Cam Thomas at point now.
Yeah.
Well,
they're going to have more
which
now.
Is not going to look good.
Right. But I mean, I would assume that you would want to try to get, more than a first and maybe a first and a young player for DFS. You want to, get some more real assets for some of these guys. And you got that expiring in Ben. I just would wait and be able to get off of something for a little bit. I mean, you can add them to stuff, So I don't know. 3 seconds for a Schroeder, for a winning team.
I would have wanted the first. I'm with you. I would have held out for a first round pick.
You got 2 months till you really have to do something with them. So why not?
I'm curious what the other, people have been calling the Brooklyn Nets or offering. I'm really curious about that because I know there's a lot of teams are kind of worried about second apron and all of this. And I know it's contenders that's calling for Dennis Schroeder. I know it's contenders because what is anybody else going to do with him? I thought Oklahoma City probably would have been a team that would have wanted Dennis Schroeder too. That would have been very frustrating, to be honest. That would have been extremely frustrating.
I don't think they got room for him. They got Joe and Wiggins and Shea and what's the other guy? Dort. I mean, they got guard Caruso. They got guards for days.
Yeah, they do. But they don't have a change of pace guard, man. They don't.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't have another guy who's going to come in and dictate tempo. That is, I don't think people really understand how crucial that is. And guess what? That was Fred's role when they won the championship in Toronto. That was Fred's role.
Yeah.
Somebody else to come in after Kyle Lowry to come in and change the pace of the game when they needed the pace to be changed, and who can play alongside the starting point guard, which is what they're gonna do with the Warriors.
Yep.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. I hope it fails though, as a Rockets fan, from the bottom of my heart.
My goodness.
I hope it fails. Next topic. Milwaukee. They beat the Bucks. I said the Bucks. They beat the Hawks, man. They beat the Hawks. Entertaining game, I would say, man. Nice little back and forth. I think Atlanta really showed themselves very well. Quinn Snyder, I think, is doing a damn good job down there in Atlanta. He's doing a really good job. I thought Atlanta was going to be bottom feeders this season, man, but now, man, we got the emergence of Jalen Johnson. Clint Capella still got life in him. I don't know why Okongwu's not starting right now. DeAndre Hunter doing his thing. Dyson Daniels is first team all defense right now for me. He's definitely first team all defense. And Trae Young, I don't know what the hell going on with Trae Young's shot. He was on today in the second half, but boy, I don't know what the hell wrong with his shot. I don't know what happened.
Low 30s, isn't he?
That man shooting 30% from three.
Yep.
And 39% overall.
Yep.
Like, that's disgusting for him. I mean, that's disgusting. That's them Jalen Green numbers. But Jesus Christ. Like,
that's Fred VanVleet number.
Them, well, you know what? Yeah. That's actually more accurate. Them is Fred VanVleet numbers. Jesus Christ. But I mean, at least we know what Trae is when he's on. We know what he is. He just everybody goes through a season where you just.
I was about to say, Knicks fans know who he is too. So.
Yeah, Knicks fans definitely know who he is, and they don't like him.
Nope.
I don't get the Trae hate. I don't get what it is. I think a lot of these guys who don't have a shoe with Nike, they just get like unwarranted hate. I don't understand it.
But them New York people,
yeah,
how many times Trae's yanked them out of the playoffs and
what you say, Clips?
Man, when you got New York behind you, that's a lot of people. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people in New York, and if you kind of are hated up there at Northeast, you know, they kind of all hate him up there, isn't it? Right? Mm-hmm. Like Boston's probably hating him. You know, all that whole Yankees section up there, the whole New England area probably hates the guy. So you got a lot of people that are hating, and they're good at social media. So,
that's true. That's true. Yeah, he gets a lot of hate. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They just get like, I don't understand the type of hate that they get. I don't get it. Like they say that they're corny. How?
New York, you know, once again, that's an enemy.
Yeah, I think that may be what it is. It may be the New York thing.
And an enemy of LA.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, like a big contender and fight.
But nobody likes LA outside of LA. I lied. People be jock ride in LA for whatever reason.
Yeah,
You been to LA before?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
Overrated ass city.
It really is.
The Hollywood squares with the stars on it, dirty as hell. They only clean them up when they finna come add a new one.
Man, every city is the same. You got areas
like,
don't want to be in, and there's areas that are kind of nice to go to, and then when you get old, there's areas in museums that you go to. That's about it.
You say museums. I ain't been to a museum since elementary school field trip. God, no.
Wait till you get older, son. I'll be checking the museums out everywhere I go.
You know what? I just told a fat ass lie. I was in a museum earlier this year in DC. What am I talking about?
Okay, that's where I just was. I was in a bunch of them in DC.
Yeah, DC got a hell of museums
and stuff like that. It was nice.
DC is a nice city, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm one of the few cities. That might be the only city on the East Coast that I'd move to. Really, that might be the one city. But anyway, screw the East Coast. Screw anybody. I don't like having to change my watch when I get off the plane. I'm in the East Coast. I know it changed automatically, but you get the point I'm trying to say. But yeah, man, I think we can kind of start cooking on this Rockets versus Thunder game, man. This game means second most of any other game that we could play this season. Yeah. Number one, because we just punched the bully in the mouth in the Golden State Warriors. We just punched them in the mouth, and they backed down and they went back with their tail tucked between their legs, talking about we didn't really mean to win this game, or this game didn't really mean that much, or that was their championship. You goddamn right it was. Now, get your ass at home and watch us do some work, Draymond. And stop bitching about some goddamn referees, Steve Kerr. You, of all people, got the nerve to bitch about refereeing? You built a dynasty off of moving screens, non-called moving screens. From Andrew Bogut to Festus Ezeli to Draymond Green to Kevon Looney. Need I say more? Jordan Bell.
That's why. That's why. And this argument to me is like your coach should do that. When he berates officials, we get better calls. How many times have we seen Steve Kerr up there berating the officials? How many times did we see Laker coaches berating the officials, LeBron James berating the officials, and then the next game they won't get any calls against them, and there will be 30 fouls against us or against whoever they're playing. I think that's a tactic that Kerr uses. Is when you do that, you're favorable to get better calls in the next game.
Man, there's better calls, and then there's like, dog, is this the Bird Box challenge again, man? Kevin Durant is 9 feet out of bounds with his size 21 shoes on. Yep. You can't tell. You can't see that. Come on now, ref.
If you're being called by the league office saying, "Hey, Kerr is tired, getting you onto y'all all the time. Let's just be a little bit nicer to Kerr." It's just like it's just like the squeaky wheel thing. It's just if you're constantly getting in your ear and they're saying that this guy's always in my ear and he's always berating me in front of people. The media gets to know these guys' names and they get to know who they are and they get to look in before the game and realizing who the referees are and starting to affect gambling and lines and things like that. So
man, that's bad.
When Kerr is berating them and the league is calling saying, "Hey, you can't make that call 80 feet from the basket, whether it was the right call or not," and then Kerr's right, or it starts to sound right in their eyes, they're not going to make that call against Steve Kerr again. Is pretty much the point of the matter. It's that to me was the whole thing of it. I think Kerr does a good job of kind of making putting light of the officials out there and saying, "Hey, how bad of a job they did in this game and when they should make calls." And it kind of, makes them swallow their whistle, the next game or a few games after.
I mean, Fred VanVleet went after Ben Taylor. And he ain't won a game with the Rockets until just what game was that? Was it the OKC game?
We're not winning games, man. We're not getting phone calls. We're not on the league. That game was on national TV. We're not usually on national TV, so there's not going to be like a big media circus and scrum behind any of our calls. The ones that you can actually go back to, you really weren't big deals when we were going through the rebuild. What was the Eric Gordon one against Fox? We talked about that. That was
boy, that was bad.
You didn't hear about that in the, maybe they showed it on ESPN for a 10-second clip and was like, it was kind of a rough call, but that was it. But, now every time you turn on ESPN, Kerr is on TV talking about how bad the officials were. Draymond's on there. And so, because they're winning and because it was on national TV, it's kind of a, we got to be winning in order for that kind of to be part of the cycle, So the office ain't going to be calling about us unless we're on national TV and there's a call kind of against us that looks bad.
So what you're saying is Ime Udoka need to go ahead and get early on these referees, because SGA, if you try to guard him, that's a foul. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah,
why are you playing defense on SGA?
That was the point. Is Ime did he just did get fined? Remember him and Tari? Shangun at the end of the game incident, they just got thrown out and they both got fined big money for getting on there and telling them to get some effing glasses. And then right after that, we get some kind of bogus call 80 feet from the basket, or a call that I don't know that I would have made if I was a referee. All I'm saying is that's the way to do it, is that if you're up there berating the officials, you might take a fine, but you also may get a call in the next game 80 feet from the basket.
I hate that has to be a tactic, though, because if you think about it, like people complaining about, the ratings are down. Maybe because these referees, they on that 87, they on that galaxy gas sometimes, bro. Like sometimes they see you, sometimes they don't. Why are they so inconsistent? We talk about Fred VanVleet and Jalen Green shooting. The more inconsistent thing to me is NBA refereeing. From game to game, from quarter to quarter, it's just like you don't know what you're gonna get. It's Pandora's box.
Right, I agree.
And I that's a problem. Like they need to correct that, because you can't tell me. Think about it, bro. This is the NBA Cup. We about to play Oklahoma City Thunder. We know that SGA get a whole bunch of crazy calls, right? We don't want the officiating to overtake the result of this game. Whoever wins. That's a bad look for the NBA if you're talking more about the officiating and how a game ended rather than who won, who played well, who had a good showing and things like that. Okay, so the NBA got to get that right.
Well, what about that line? Because that's tricky, because as a coach, as a basketball coach, the first thing that I'm looking at is how physical we're allowed to play. And so if you are going to allow me to be pretty much mugging people at the start of the game, that's the consistency that I'm going to be looking for throughout the game. And so if you're going to be doing that, like you're saying, is you're going to say, hey, listen, I don't want the referees to dictate it. Don't call every little touch foul. I'm going to find that out. I'm going to push my limit all the way to the max. So early in the game, it's going to be extremely physical, and we'll know early. That's what smart coaching would do. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what they did in this last game against Golden State. Is it started out as a wrestling match. Everybody that got up there and complaining will gladly tell you that it was a wrestling match prior to all that. And that's why they thought that the call was a little bit inconsistent, not because it was really, that late. It was just that it was the way the game had been played. And so I think that it's a tough fight for an official, because they will. Guys like Ime Udoka, Steve Kerr, Mark Dagnall, they're going to push the dead limit of it. They're going to find out how physical they're allowed to play. And they're going to play to that physicality from quarter 1 to quarter 4. And if you let them get away with it early, they're going to expect you to be able to let them get away with it late. It's a tough thing for the referees to have it kind of balance, is because, yes, you don't want to dictate. You don't want to hear blowing your whistle every 2 minutes, but you also don't want to let these guys get away with murder every time they go to the bucket.
That brings me to one of my keys of the game tonight.
Okay.
Free throw line discrepancy, man.
Nah.
If we foul a lot and we put the Thunder at the free throw line a lot, and they don't necessarily get to the free throw line a lot, is SGA that gets to the free throw line a lot. Right. We have to play them even from a free throw attempt standpoint. We have to play them even. If not, beat them in that category, because we're probably going to lose on 3-point makes.
Attempts or
attempts, because you can't. I mean, if it go in, it go in. If it don't, it don't. But if the right guys are getting fouled, I believe that our free throws are going to go in. Like if Jalen is being aggressive, getting to the line, he's a great free throw shooter. He'll knock those down. Fred, great free throw shooter. He'll knock those in. Jabari, Şengün, by the way, this is an underrated topic. Alperen Sengun is shooting the free throws very well this season. He's close to 80%. He's like 78% last time I looked. This FYI. So shout out to him for putting in that work.
Wait a minute. Are you sure? I thought it was like he was 80% last year and he's at like 85 this year.
Nah.
Is that right?
He was at 71% or so last year. Let me pull it up and confirm because I don't like talking about my ass.
I know Jalen is up, like 4 or 5.
Jalen's at like 87% or something like that. That's why I don't be tripping too much about his shot. Because if his free throws was tripping like Westbrook,
yeah.
But yeah. I have full faith that Jalen's shot is gonna come back. I have full faith in that.
Full faith?
Yeah, I do. Because you can't tell me you can shoot free throws at 87% and you're a bad shooter. You can't tell me that. I don't believe that. That's garbage.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah,
I absolutely agree. It's how he gets them. I mean, I believe
it's how you get them. Yeah.
But the funny thing is, I think he's a bad shot maker. And
which
those
is
kind of guys, it's weird, but you kind of want him to take a bad shot every now and again, and then you get mad at him when he misses it, but then you love him when he makes it. It's just
you take the good with the bad, the bitter with the sweet, the ups with the downs. It is what it is with Jalen. Yeah, so Sengun at 77% from the free throw line.
Okay,
that's great for a center.
Amazing,
that's great for a center. So you can foul him at the end of games. You feel comfortable going to him in the clutch. That's another reason why I think he's been good in the clutch because he's not worried about getting fouled and he just plays to score. He's not playing scared or trying to get fouled or nothing crazy like that. He just, he feels confident with himself at the free throw line. So, I'm saying, he get to the free throw line, he knock him down, and he's getting there at a good rate this season. I want to even see that go up some too. I want to see his free throw rate go up. I want him and Jalen to get to the free throw line a lot more. I think that's one of Jalen's problems is the free throw line. One game, he'll get 8 to 10 free throws. Next game, 0 or 2, and then 3, and then another game, 14 free throws. You gotta make up his mind when he's going to the basket though. Like go with aggression.
I firmly believe that Ime's got him attacking almost at will. If he gets an open shot off the catch, he's shooting it. He's shooting it from threes lately. I think the last 10 games he's averaging like 5 threes a game, which is way down from early in the season. Yeah, I think that he's just pretty much catch and shoot, and if it's late shot clock, you can get up a 3. But other than that, I mean, they're kind of just limited his threes and tell him to get downhill and make passes. I mean, they're exactly
because that's when he's special. That's when he's special. I need more of a synergy between him and Sengun. I feel like Sengun and Jalen had more of a synergy under Coach Smiles, and that really pains me to say. I feel like they had more of a synergy between them and during that era. Right now, it's more of a Fred and Sengun thing.
You could force it. I mean, we're not trying to win. Like if you throw Jalen the ball and say, "All right, listen, next 15 possessions, you and Sengun figure it out. Y'all do y'all's best." And they turn it over 5 times. Well, we were good with that. Y'all were experimenting. We're in rebuilding. Yeah, we know what's up. But now, if they did that, we would be barking at Ime. Why is Jalen doing this? Why are they keep running to this? Why do they keep going to this? Different offense, something. I think now that we're trying to win, all that kind of stuff is kind of almost out the window. I do agree. We do need to gather them better chemistry, but it's going to have to be in spurts. I believe they need to try to do it without Fred on the floor. That would be the time to I would kind of maneuver Fred off and kind of bring in bring in a little bit Tari Amen and maybe see if you can't get away with, running a little bit more and then clogging it down with Sengun and try to open up Jalen and see if you can get him.
So if my eye tests are serving me right, and I think the numbers will back me up on this, Sengun has the best chemistry with Fred, Amen, and Tari. And then Jalen has the best chemistry. Yeah, then Jalen has the best chemistry with Steven Adams, Amen, and Jabbar.
Yeah.
So when we go to the second units, we can kind of split them. I think Dylan is fine with either one.
Sengun. Yeah.
I think he's better. He's probably better with Sengun. I can see that. But I think he's fine with either one. But I think we would do the team a great disservice to mix the lineups in that fashion. Because if I'm not mistaken, I believe the numbers back that up too. I could be crazy. Maybe I'm just a lunatic and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But this game, I think we're probably gonna see a little bit of we're probably gonna see a little Steven Adams. I don't know. We're gonna see Steven Adams more than Jock, huh? Probably not gonna be a Jock game, is it?
I don't see it being a Jock game.
As a matter of fact, this being the type of game that it is, we might not even see Steven Adams this game neither. Because I don't think Jay Williams is back, the center. I don't think he's back yet for Oklahoma City. So I don't think we really too much got to worry about a big heavy backup center coming in and destroying Jabari or something, if I'm not mistaken. And what's their injury report looking like? Because I think we full-fledged ready to go. But I think obviously they still got Chet out. Is Caruso playing or he's still out?
Yeah, well, Caruso's back.
All right, Caruso back. I think there was somebody else that was hurt over there too besides Chet. Oh, Jay Williams.
Jay Williams out. Holmgren's out.
Dylan's gonna play after being sick.
Yeah, Dylan is a dog, man. I always expect him to play.
Yeah, but he was questionable.
Yeah, he should play tonight. Hopefully,
Dylan, one of them guys. When you see questionable, I mean he playing. He only out if it says out, and even then you got to question that. Dylan, he's a gamer. We got a team full of guys who love to play. Like these guys don't like taking games off, man. Like I said, I've been saying all season, man. We lead the league in dog. All right, I think that game against Golden State definitely solidified that. We're gonna need a lot of that dog in this game tonight. Yeah. A lot of that dog. We're probably gonna need more of that same dog because they got dogs over there too. Yeah, they got talented dogs. Young.
Ice put this is a playoff type game for the young guys tonight.
Most definitely. And they
see what he looks like.
Their upper end players had an experience advantage on us when it comes to these type of games. SGA been in the playoffs a few times. Obviously, what's the name? Caruso.
How many times? Yeah, how many times has SGA been in the playoffs? 2 or 3?
I believe it's. Damn, it might just be 2. Once against us when he was when Chris Paul was there, and then last season.
Yeah. Last season,
yeah,
and then
with him in the bubble.
They were knocked out in the first round against us, and then they were knocked out in the second round last year
against Dallas.
Yeah.
So he's got 3 playoff series under his belt, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey,
Preston, man, get your Iowan ass on camera.
Yeah, we driving, boys. It's not working today, but
Adams has more.
He's hold on, you driving. So you driving and you just gonna unmute yourself to say to speak Iowan to us?
Absolutely, brother. It's snowing and blowing out here, brothers.
Yeah, pause. But because
I
ain't gonna lie, bro. Snowing and blowing, that can mean something completely different, bro.
I don't like that.
It can mean whatever you want it to mean.
That sound I don't know what I want it to mean, bro. That sound like
brother.
That sounds like some OF stuff, bro. But anyway,
for the other podcast,
dog. See, we go off topic soon as you come in here, punk. You're just a distraction, bro.
Speaking of that podcast team and that stuff's gonna be soon. We're gonna have that.
Yeah. The off topic podcast. Yeah. Coming soon. By the way, everybody, we got 105 people up in here.
Yeah.
Every last one of y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and go to the Rockets Round Robin YouTube channel. Hit the like button on this video. Make sure you subscribe. Check out some of the content we got on there. My man Slaughter just dropped a hot video over there. Rockets Weekly. There's gonna be a new series that he got going on that channel. So make sure y'all go check that out. Thank you. And back to the regularly scheduled programming. All right, the fun stuff. Who is scrapping this game?
Well, we already know.
Who you got?
Dylan and Shea and that little psycho that they got, man. And then Jalen Williams and Bari.
I can see that too. Oh, okay.
Man, it's gonna be Dylan and Dort.
That would be Dylan.
Hey, wait. Why not Jalen and Dort, bro? Jalen cooked his ass last time, right? Or the last year.
I don't think Dort want to ignite that fire and have to guard him.
Is it gonna be ignited? That's the question.
Oh no! Y'all are tripping. Amen and Dort. Remember?
Oh, you're not lying.
Yeah,
You're not
amen.
lying. You're not lying.
Hey,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Scrappy too. Hold
Crazy
on.
at that last one.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Hey, Preston, Icy roasting you. He said, "Oh no, we're being invaded by Iowa."
Hey, look.
It was probably y'all that was flying them drones in New Jersey, huh?
Oh, no.
We gotta go see something other than corn out here, you know.
I'm glad you said corn and not the other word that replaces the C with the P. But anyway, this is family programming for now. All right, so we got our scrap of the night. It's probably gonna be a man and Dort again in this game. I can definitely see that. I can see that. That's very. You say what, AP?
I thought that was a punching glove I just saw. I don't know.
Oh,
Some American was on this thing. I couldn't see exactly what that was.
Yeah. I got my Creed gloves up in my car.
wow. So you gonna buy you and AD gonna box?
Look. What Keanu Reeves say?
What did he say?
You say.
What did he say?
Look, I'm gonna say that I'm a lover, not a fighter. But you can't be in love if you don't fight for it. So AD, where you at?
Wow. You know what?
AD, I'm coming December 27th.
I'm gonna let that slide. Bro.
After Christmas.
I'm gonna let that slide.
Hey, that's when I'm coming to Houston, baby.
But by the way,
He's gonna be at the Rockets Timberwolves game.
yeah, my in-law having his birthday party that day, man. So I can't even pull up, bro. I can't even pull up. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna be watching from my phone. And I don't even know about a preview game that night. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I'll be at that game. I'm not too sure, depending on work, because we're gonna be off those Christmas holidays. I might be back.
Look. This is what's gonna happen. You're gonna see Ryan and I in the jumbotron. We gonna go from there. All right.
Y'all gonna fight on the jumbotron?
Yep.
You're gonna have Reed
Stop
Shepherd.
picking on kids, bro. Stop picking on kids. Ryan's still in high school, bro. You go pick on that man. He can't even drive yet.
He ain't even here. We just killed his ass.
Exactly. Yeah, he can't drink. He damn sure can't vote. But anyway,
he might get a minor in tobacco charge. Minor in possession of tobacco charge.
That's funny, dog. Back to the Rockets versus Thunder, though.
Yeah, make sure y'all tune into that Off the Topic podcast.
We really be tripping, dog. We really be tripping.
We might have to make this podcast sooner than later.
Yeah, probably so. X factors. You said what, CG?
3 keys and X factors.
3 keys. Okay, let's do 3 keys first. Let's do 3 keys. I gave one, and free throw line differential. We have to match that.
Turnovers. We cannot have stupid, lousy turnovers tonight.
And OKC does turn people over. Number 1 in the league at turning people over.
It's not that we have to watch the turnovers. It's we have to have less turnovers than them.
Yeah, definitely that. I mean, same thing with the Warriors too. Like we turned the ball over a ton, but we turned them over even more than we was turning it over.
That's all it is. We just got to turn them over.
Yeah, we have to win that differential.
Have to.
Yeah, we got to win the differential. And again, I'm really big on differential more than just raw numbers from game to game or per game numbers. Differential to me is more important. If you win a certain statistical category, game by game by game, I think that's more important than being low or being high or whatever the hell. Just like we look at point differential to determine, who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. You look at the top 5 teams.
That's another key to this game tonight too. Second chance points.
Oh yeah, because what's the name? Isaiah Hartenstein. He a hell of an offensive rebounder in his own right.
I'll go as far to say that rebounding battle will pretty much decide the game. If we like your differential, there you go. If we can win the rebounding battle, it gives us a chance to win the game. That means we're finishing possessions.
Yeah. That
means we're not allowing them to get second chance points. And that'll be the big key, in my opinion. That'll be the first one in my overall rebounding. We have got defensive rebound, and we have got to offensive rebound if we want to even score 90. We're going to have to get some defensive rebounds.
So we got rebounds, we got turnovers, and we got free throws.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something else too. I want to say something else too.
Yeah. Come on.
3-point line defense.
The attempts. Mm-hmm. If we're holding them to low attempts or low makes.
Yo,
we got to hold them to like 33 or below. You say what, Preston?
I said, go ahead, P. Giddy, take them shots.
Wow.
Well, we're notorious for Ime's notorious for picking a guy out that's a poor shooter and trying to kind of let Şengün roam off of him, and allow him to shoot as many as he's willing. I'd be curious to know whether you care whether it's somebody taking as many, or if you'd rather just kind of limit the 3 points altogether.
Mark Daigneault is a good game planner, so I can see them finding a way around that. Let me see who they started against the Mavs. Let me see.
Can I pose a question while we're doing this?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so last time we faced OKC, we lost the season. Why did we lose?
Last time we played OKC, we lost the season.
No. Like this season, we lost that game when we played them already. Why did we lose against them?
We lost the first game, not the second game.
Rebounding.
Yeah, rebounding.
Yeah.
What did we do right? What did we do right the second game?
Rebounded.
Okay. Who was taking the threes?
Barry, Fred. Yeah, it was Barry, Fred, and Dylan.
I think for them.
Yeah.
So where I'm going
I see what you're getting at.
Yeah, where I'm going with this is Fred has been kind of streaky. Is he gonna be decent against OKC tonight? Because last time they didn't have Hartenstein, did they? They had Jalen Williams at the center, didn't they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think they had them in the first game.
No.
In the second game they had her.
No, the second game we played them, it was just Hartenstein.
And the first one was Chet.
It was just the first one was Chet doing all the damn damage. So since Caruso back, does he start over Kassan Wallace? Because they started Kassan Wallace last game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah. Kassan Wallace started last game.
Caruso has been off and on starting for them. I think it's just matchup dependent.
Yeah, probably just matchup dependent.
I don't think Wallace would be a bad idea to start because he's going to keep up with the offensive firepower that the OKC need in their starting lineup.
Okay.
He was great in that late in the game last one. Go ahead.
No, that's it. I'm agreeing. Yep.
All right, cool. So let's move into X factors then.
Speaking of that, before we get on that, shout out Tanner. Boy always gives us the lineups during the show. Much appreciated. Starters are the same for us, and for the Thunder, it's Dort, Williams, Hartenstein, Wallace, and SGA.
Let's go Clutch City. That's what I'm talking about, Anna.
Yeah.
We need a Clutch City moment tonight. Let's talk X factors for both teams. Let's start with OKC. X factors for them. Who's somebody who we gotta really make sure we keep an eye on? We know who the consistent guys are gonna be. It's gonna be Jalen Williams. It's gonna be SGA. But who are we expecting to really, come along for the ride with them?
Hartenstein.
Hartenstein, bro. That man he's gonna eat on the rebounds, man. He's great. Go ahead.
But my question is it his defense that's gonna be an X factor? Because he got to deal with that man.
I want to say him as the player. Overall, we have to watch out for him. Obviously, defensively, he's good. He's been solid for them. But overall, because it's not like he's gonna do anything crazy offensively, but he's a better Jock Landale. He's got the same skill set as Jock to a degree, not the same 3-point, but he can kind of do it all. He's a jock of all trades. You know what I mean? So
I like that.
Watch out for him.
Preston, dog, you gold, bro. You gold for that.
What? Corn is yellow and gold. So
See, there you go with it. Speaking Iowan again, bro. There you go.
I'm gonna move somewhere else with this. I'm gonna argue that it's gonna be one of the defenders, and they're 3-and-D guys. So whether it's Caruso, Dort, Case, and Wallace, one of those three would be the ones that I would need to. That I would be afraid that would step up and to be a complete X factor for them. That just ends up scoring 15, knocking down 3 or 4 threes at clutch moments, and just doing runs.
Why does that sound like it's true?
Because it seems like it always is true with us. It seems like when we need somebody to not make a shot, it's always one of those kind of guys, a Caruso, a Dort, a Wallace, and they're able to get a wide open shot. And whether they knock it down kind of almost depends on our game.
Let me ask you how it is. Do you think they have the edge on us from the role player standpoint?
I don't believe so. I mean, you hear a lot of people talk about, how great they are at their, but then you don't really hear much beyond the, the big three of the Chet, the Hartenstein. They'll argue for Hartenstein. They'll argue that Jason Wallace is a good defender. Dort and Caruso are good defenders and havoc creators, but we have those two. And I just don't see those guys being all-around players to the tune that our guys are all-around players.
Let me rebuttal that.
Okay.
So the reason why our role players, a la Amen and Tari, are getting as much noise as they are, not just because they're fun and flashy, but because we still don't have that guy who's averaging 30. We don't have that guy that's putting up those crazy numbers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have that. OKC does. So the limelight is on the big three because they're a winning team. You don't hear about the role players like that unless they're becoming part of the big three. You didn't hear much of Tyrese Maxey until James Harden really got there. Until
That's
Tyrese
true.
Maxey.
He was still a baby, though.
I agreed. That's my point. He was young, but he was a role player. And then once Harden started getting there and Tyrese Maxey had to take that role from Ben Simmons, then you're hearing about Maxey.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can see that point.
That would have to include a lot of their guys because they're all really young. They're all just now coming on their second contracts, and they're all vying for minutes. I mean, I'd argue that I'd rather have Isaiah Joe out there, at least offensively, than I would Caruso. And
I was going to say him.
And Joe's just not that great of a defender, but he's not that bad of a defender either.
In their scheme, he's just not food. Like,
correct.
Yeah, I think that's what's important in the grand scheme of things as far as their defensive identity goes. Like, nobody is really just food like that. And if somebody is food, it's hard to find out because by the time you get to the rim, you got to either go deal with that alien or that big. They call him a German. Hartenstein German, ain't he?
Something like that. Polish, Czech.
Yeah, I think he's German. I think he says mom German, something like that. I think so. I don't know. We're gonna call him the Big Germ. We're gonna call him Big Germ for now. But yeah,
no thighs.
But I think I'm looking at Isaiah Joe as a guy who I think is a big time X factor because where we will lose this game is at the 3-point line. That's the way to beat the Rockets. If you're making your threes somehow against our defense that wants you to not make threes, and hey man, it is what it is. It just is what it is. But
so alternatively, who's the X factor? Who's the X factor for Houston?
Amen Thompson.
Starter was, I'm gonna go with Dylan and Jabari.
I can see how you would make the case for Jabari and Dylan. What's up?
Why you say amen?
Oh, why do I say amen? Because see, I have a premonition that man is probably going to end up in the closing lineup, and who is he going to have to guard? All right, so we know who he's going to have to guard. SGA. Now, with that being the case, who are they going to try to leave open on the other end when we have the ball? Who are they going to try to leave open?
Amen.
Who are they going to play off of? Who are they going to help off of? Amen Thompson.
Amen.
Well, you know
Amen Thompson has to blow up their game plan.
Mm-hmm. You know what they like to do is they like to put Amen in that dunker spot and bring Şengün out, and it just kind of eliminates that whole entire problem. And if Şengün's out there, are you going to come out? Are you going to send Hartenstein out there to contest, or are you going to let him kind of shoot from out there? And I mean, he's shooting a decent percentage, and if he starts, being able to attack those kind of closeouts, it's kind of tough.
Yeah, they're gonna go pick. I think the signature set that we're probably gonna run is obviously a pick and roll, but it's probably gonna be with Jalen and Şengün. Hit Şengün in the short roll to attack that 3-on-4. And then Amen should be open for the dunk, or it's going to be Jabari for 3. We got to put them in a bind. I think that set is going to be our set of the game. That's going to put them in a bind because Hartenstein got to choose. Do I deal with Amen? Amen going to dunk on him anyway, or do I lead Jabari? The way Jabari shooting lately, I mean, pick your poison. You're going to die. You want a slow death or a fast one?
But yeah, let me change mine. Like I said, mine's gonna be the veterans because this is gonna be a big game, and your young guys are gonna lead by example tonight. So you want your veterans who have this type of experience already, Dylan and Fred, to really step up tonight for these young guys.
We looking at you, Fred. We looking at you.
Another question. Another question for y'all.
So I'm going
Is this another Aaron Holiday game over Reed Shepherd?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad we all said yes. We're in agreement, and nobody's mad about it.
Are we trying to win? Are we trying to win?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Well, that's it.
She said,
if I
Miss hold on. Miss Red said the guy with the fitted hat is cute. Hey, yo, AP, you got a secret admirer, bro.
Get it, AP.
AP got a secret admirer, man.
Hey, man.
She said she like men with big beards and Rockets hats. That's what she said. She said it right there.
Whoa.
This is off topic.
This definitely off topic for sure, but it's right there, bro.
It is.
Miss Red finna go find your DM. Just watch.
She's gonna hit it.
At King Beard on X. At King Beard. She said she like beards too. That's what she said, bro. I'm translating womanese to you, bro.
I can read it though.
Womanese.
I mean, you can read it, but can you translate it in from one? See, I know womanese, bro. I grew up with sisters, bro. I know womanese. This means I like guys with big beards and Rockets hats and Rockets. That's what she's saying. I'm telling you what I know.
About? The game for the start. What is we talking about?
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, man, the comments is going to do what the comments do, bro. We just replying to the comments. That's all, bro.
Yep.
All right. If I set the over-under at 8 on rotation players, on his rotation, are you taking the over or are you taking the under? If
I'll
I
take
set
the over.
8 total players, over, so you see
Yeah, I'll
9.
take the over. Yeah,
Okay.
it'll probably be 9.
Preston?
Say that again, brother.
All right. If I set the over and under at 8 and players in the rotation, are you taking the over or the under?
I think I'm taking the over, actually.
Okay. AP?
Yeah.
Taking the
Over.
over.
Over 2? Okay. We
All
played
right,
8
what
in
you
the
got,
last
CZ?
one. We played 8 in the last one.
My
And I
God.
think when he gets his rotation shrinking like that, I think that 8's all you'll see.
Hey, dog, what did we started, bro? What did we started?
AP got movement.
Oh,
got
my
movement.
God.
All right.
We're just trying to do a show.
Oh, my God, bro.
Godly, man.
AP is the man right now, bro. You got
Hey!
Hey, you got options this Christmas, bro. It's winter time.
Hey,
It's
we might have
wintertime,
another
man.
boxing match. We might have another set round for the card right there for AP.
Yeah. But who the main? Oh well, I guess me and AP gonna be the not AP. Me and AD gonna be the main event.
Yeah,
But I guess you know what? We're not even gonna put that in the air, bro.
So good.
We're not putting that in the air, bro. I'm not putting that in the air, bro. Hey, dog, we're really some fools, dog.
All right, halftime and final game prediction.
Hey, dog. Hey, this is really the best pre-show in Rockets Twitter, bro. This is the best pre-show on Rockets Twitter because you don't know what you're going to get. You're going to get a little bit of analysis. You're going to get a little bit of analysis. You're going to get some off-topic-ish. You might get some secret admirer-ish where people talking about their love life and all of that. You just never know what you was going to get. This is why y'all got to tune in every game, pre-game, to the Rockets Round Robin channel. And we're going to do a pregame for you. We're also going to do halftime for you, too.
Halftime, too. So
we're doing the halftime this game. And low-key, I might do a post-game tonight, win or lose. I might do a post-game because even if we lose, I kind of want to discuss takeaways from that.
Creative.
Yeah, so
this is a big achievement for the team.
Yeah,
even winning.
right. So I'm leaning on doing that. A matter of fact, y'all show up at halftime and let me know if we need to do a post game, regardless of whatever it is, whatever the score is at halftime. How we feeling about it? If the people in the chat say, "Hey, y'all got to do a post game," guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a post game.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah, man. Before, go ahead, Preston.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is this game?
Man, the way I'm thinking about it, bro, with my mentality, it's a 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving it a 10 too.
Yeah,
Especially with these guys playing as hard as they did, just to
It's
even
all
make
right.
it this far, they want to bring this thing home, man.
Yeah,
It's
like
all right.
I had said in my little solo preview for the Warriors game, I said if we beat the Warriors, we winning the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
Because that shows me that they ain't got this mutated gorilla off of their back. It started off as a little baby monkey. That thing mutated to a gorilla, a silverback. And we beat that thing up, tranquilized it, beat it up, threw it in the river with the Gators. God,
I like
dog, Preston, bro. Man, you just, you know what, bro? I'm finna call Trump and tell him we got to deport Iowa, the whole state.
Freshly
We got to deport the whole state because you be tripping. So is either you move. Hey, keep on. You're gonna need to present a green card. You come anywhere outside of Iowa, bro.
Build a wall around Iowa.
Build the wall. Build the wall. Build the wall. Build the wall.
Y'all want more of this craziness? Make sure when we get
y'all.
make sure y'all
Hey, listen, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. The Off Topic podcast is coming soon. You see that boy can rhyme. I can rhyme a little bit now. I'm all right. I'm all right with it.
All different types of stuff gonna be on this show. So
yeah. But yeah, man, we before we log off and tune into this game, final scores, man. What's up with it?
Yep.
I think the Rockets shot the world tonight.
Okay.
We're winning.
Halftime.
Ooh.
You want to start at halftime and then at halftime give the final score?
Oh, it's up to y'all. Well, I say we give both. Let's give both.
Let's give both. We can adjust it at halftime if we need to. That's cool.
Okay. We'll probably
I think it's going to be a close half. It's going to be 58-54 Rockets, and then we're going to finish the game 108 to 104 Rockets, and we shot the world.
Okay. Woo. Preston, what you got?
Well, he took my literal exact score, actually. So that's
crazy.
Oh,
wow. So
great minds think alike.
Yeah, I'm with it.
All right. CG, what's good with it?
I'm going to say 44-40 at half. Final score 92-89 Rockets. Very low scoring game.
61-58 at half. Oklahoma City going to be up. And then we're going to clamp down, finish the game off 103-108. Rockets.
103-108 Rockets. So we're all on the winning train here.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's bad, bro. That's bad. I think we might be setting ourselves up for failure, bro.
No, we got to go.
I think we got it, though. I think we got it.
Basketball.
Yeah, I think we got it. We got the personality for it. I think, like I said, man, we exercised a humongous demon in the last game, bro. And honestly, bro, the confidence that we might be riding with right now in that locker room under Ime Udoka, I don't think it's gonna matter if we're making shots or not. I think we just feed off of having a great defense so bad that even when the shot's not falling, we're gonna defend hard, and then the shots at some point, at a critical point in the game, they're gonna start to fall, and that's how we create separation, bro. But we'll see, man. We shall see.
I like Jalen to have confidence in this one. You know, he's played well against them before.
We're gonna need it.
I know he struggled against them before too, but
yes.
you know, I believe that he can look back and see that he has had success. You know, with shot blockers down there and all. So I think Jalen has a good night tonight. Knocks down a few good shots. And
this is a big test for them too, Jalen and Şengün. Now they're in some type of playoff atmosphere. This is a big thing for them to do.
Like, we wouldn't have thought about this a couple years ago, bro. Not the way we was looking under that smiley face dude. Just we wouldn't have looked like this, bro. But here we are now, man. Growth is not linear.
Think about the confidence that Jalen could gather if he could put together like a 30 ball or even a 40 ball would be incredible. But if he could just on a big stage put together a great night, even just a solid shooting performance from him, I just think the confidence level right there would just shoot to the sky and we could ride that hot.
Already, man. I agree. So we agree that we're going to meet back up at halftime. We may have to adjust our predictions at halftime, but You know what I'm saying? Hopefully not. But once again, if y'all still with us at this point, you only with us because you like what you watching. So go ahead, go to the Rockets Round Robin YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that notification button too, because apparently YouTube wants you to hit that notification button. Otherwise, they ain't gonna tell you when we put something up or when we go live. But yeah, hit that notification button. Go follow everybody you see on X down below with the little ticker, and tell a friend to tell a friend. And all of y'all come back again at halftime. We out.
Woo! See y'all at the half.
Yeah.